Oh, hello there, my friends. Forgive me, seeing you sneak up on me like a greased-up ninja scared the crap out of me. I was about to have a brown Christmas, if you know what I mean.
It's a poop joke!
You know, you casually walking into my home reminds me of how in video games, you can just walk into people's houses without any negative consequences. When I think about this, I also think of the Pokémon game series from Nintendo, the Daddy Warbucks of video game companies. In that series, nearly every building is open to your creepy intrusion. You know who else creeps into your home every year and takes a big steaming dump right into your stocking? That's right, Santa Claus. And would you believe old Saint Nick himself is a character in the Pokémon anime series? That's right, there is actually a Pokémon Christmas special. And as a kid growing up in the 80s and 90s, I grew to love a ton of animated Christmas specials. Just to name a few favorites of mine, there's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original, not the Jim Carrey version, Garfield's Christmas special, Ooh! And my all-time favorite South Park episode, Woodland Critter Christmas. This episode is delightfully twisted and I rewatch it every year. Pretty much everything during the 80s and 90s got a Christmas special. Even He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
I'm gay.
They actually make Skeletor smile in that one. How can he do this? His face is a skull.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
So, it only makes sense that Pokémon would get its very own Christmas special. Well, I have no choice. In the spirit of the holiday and in honor of the return of Pokémon Month, let's take a look at the Pokémon Christmas special, Holiday Hi-jynx. Before we jump into the episode, here's a little backstory on this surprisingly strange episode. Holiday Hi-jynx was initially intended to be the 39th episode of the Pokémon anime series, airing in Japan on December 23rd, 1997. It was delayed by nearly 1 year, finally airing on October 5th, 1998. The special was rescheduled following the infamous Porygon episode that gave over 700 Japanese viewers seizures, which resulted in the series being put on hiatus for 4 months. This episode also caused a fair amount of controversy in the West as well. The star Pokemon of this episode is the Ice Psychic type Jinx. I never much cared for Jinx. To me, it always looked like Mr. Popo in drag. But another aspect of Jinx's design caught the eye of concerned viewers who felt its design leaned dangerously close to blackface. So the simple solution was to turn Jinx purple, which has also been reflected in the video games as well. Okay, enough fun facts. What's this whole episode all about? Our episode opens at what I am guessing is Dracula's swagtastic Christmas castle, where Jessie of Team Rocket is setting a trap to capture Santa Claus. The plan actually works when she captures Santa in a net. But wait, no, it's actually James in disguise. He always did like dressing up. The opening is setting up the conflict that Jessie has with Santa and why she wants revenge against Kris Kringle himself. You see, when she was a little girl, she was visited by one of Santa's Jinxes. She thought the Jinx was Santa because it was wearing his signature red clothing. Instead of leaving presents, the Jinx picked up Jessie's broken doll to bring back to Santa for repair. Before Jessie could stop Jinx, it disappeared into the chimney. By the way, look what she has on her fireplace. A Weedle, a Caterpie, Diglett, and a Voltorb. Seriously, Jessie is such a Gen 1er. So let's process the fact that Santa Claus actually exists in the Pokémon world. Santa himself is a mythological figure in Western Christian culture, and Arceus is the creator of the Pokémon world. I guess that makes him Pokémon Jesus. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. So this is basically How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jessie being the Grinch. Our other story involves Ash and his friends, Brock and Misty, discovering a Jinx holding a boot, which belongs to Santa Claus. Dude even has his picture in the boot, so you definitely know it belongs to him. This Jinx belongs to Santa and got lost from the North Pole when the chunk of ice she was sitting on, while shining Santa's boot, drifted out to sea.
I'm not your buddy, guy!
Apparently Santa needs this boot to deliver toys to the children, so Ash and his friends dodge Jinx's awkward sexual advances and decide to help Jinx get back to the North Pole just in time for Christmas. Think this is getting ridiculous so far? Trust me, it gets considerably more stupid in a cheesy, heartwarming Christmas kind of way. Ash and his friends use a raft to cross the ocean with the help of their Pokémon. The Pokémon get lost when all their trainers fall asleep, and Ash and Misty act like a couple of jerks about it, blaming the Pokémon and not themselves personally. So Ash jumps in and nearly drowns everyone on board when suddenly he is greeted by a Lapras which can talk. How can it talk? Why does it talk? Why can't Lapras just take Jinx and the boot back to Santa itself? Well, as you would expect, the journey with Lapras to the freezing North Pole, where we see Santa's home, which apparently he is renting out to Superman. Ash and his friends are intercepted by Team Rocket, who fire a missile at them and kill them all in a gnarly explosion. Okay, this actually doesn't happen, but it just ends up being a net, but that would still be pretty freaking radical. Team Rocket busts into Santa's workshop, which is filled with tons of Jinx, who I'm guessing are supposed to be his elves. Santa is kidnapped along with the twerps, and Jessie forces all the Jinx to load up all of Santa's gifts for the children on their pedal-powered Gyarados. The image of Team Rocket tying up Santa is surreal to say the least. I almost expect James to pull out a straight razor and start singing Stuck in the Middle with You. Santa reveals to Jessie the reason that Jinx took her doll as a child is because it wanted to fix it. It even returns it to her after all these years. Well, why in the hell did the Jinx wait so long to return it to Jessie in the first place? According to Santa Claus, they tried to return it, but Jessie stopped believing in Santa, so he had no power to reach her. Wow. They must just be making this stuff up as they go along. Team Rocket tries to escape, but Ash's Charmander breaks them free with his flamethrower, which could have ended really badly when you think about it. Hell, look at Pikachu, his hands are free. Can't he do something? Santa commands his Psychic Legion of Jinx to blow Team Rocket right the hell up. And so, Christmas is saved, thanks to violent psychic powers, and Santa can finally deliver his gifts to the children, or at least the only ones that actually believe in him. It's pretty cool that Santa's sleigh is pulled by a Ponyta. Stantler would have been a more appropriate choice, but Generation 2 didn't exist yet. And they rectified this with another Pokemon Christmas special where they actually do use the reindeer Pokemon. Overall, does Holiday Hi-jynx work as a Christmas special? Well, it doesn't exactly give me that warm, loving Christmas feeling, but being a Pokemon fan and enjoying the overall absurdity of this special certainly heightened my enjoyment. That and lots of booze. What's funny is that Ash and his friends do virtually nothing in this special. They're basically along for the ride. This story is really all about Jessie's hang-ups with Christmas and her hilariously over-the-top grudge with Santa Claus. Also, I have gotta say, I absolutely love the original design of Pikachu in this Christmas special. He's so short and pudgy, and Brock's interactions with Jinx come across as appropriate poetic justice. Really, if you like Pokemon and cheesy Christmas specials, check this one out. Kick back, relax, throw a log on the fire, and bask in the warm glow of Nintendo nostalgia. So if you have seen this episode of Pokemon, tell me what you thought about it in the comments section, and tell me what your favorite Christmas special or movie is. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you and your loved ones.
It's a poop joke!